Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Deliberately Creative. We're going to do bookmarks. I'm so excited. I hope you are. Grab your paint, paper, and let's get started. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Deliberately Creative. I'm Stephanie, and I'm here with just a wild and crazy time. Hopefully a little relaxing. I started up my stream this morning and didn't even really look to see if it was running. You know, sometimes you get so much into a habit of doing something, and it always is work, so why wouldn't it work today? I didn't click a box. What can I say? Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. If you are interested in how I got to this point, I'm going to show you step by step, but we do have a little video and it's up on the channel. It's about 9 minutes long and it shows you all of the steps that I did setting up this process card. And so what we're going to be ending up with is this set of bookmarks right here is going to end up being finished. And these four over here are going to be somewhere in this process. And I think that it's good for you to see that people who are working, doing art, setting up videos for you guys, we do a lot of stuff behind the scenes that you never see. And I will usually do this type of a thing for myself and then just do it live for you all the way through. And you're going to get all of that. But this way you can see it all the way along. And if you can't stay for the whole video, you know where we're going to end up. And I think that's important. Many times we go to these videos and you don't know where on earth the people are heading. You watch the setup video. Excellent. I'm not in stereo today. I don't know why. I have a new microphone, but I've told it all of the same settings. I don't know why it's not showing. So what I'm doing is I'm just using a wide brush and getting two bookmarks here wet. I'm not going to wet these. We're going to work on them as we go along. I'm going to get a little bit closer up here. I'm still on the screen. I didn't know that I really wanted to be still on the screen. It's one of those mornings. Actually, I do want to be on the other side if I'm on the screen. Whoops. It's one of those mornings where things are surprising. All right. Yeah, I'm kind of chirpy. You love the studio, the setup video. Wow, it's a morning. All right, so my paper is wet. This is 140 pound or 300 GSM watercolor paper. I have taped off my bookmarks. These bookmarks, somebody had asked me what size my bookmarks. I have the bookmarks themselves are just under 2 inches wide because when I cut them apart, I'm going to be cutting them with a border on either side and a border at the top and the bottom. So top and bottom, they are going to be right around 5 inches, and side to side they're about 2. So anywhere 2 to 5, 2 to 6 inches is where it works out pretty well for me. I hope that works out for you. I'm using just the little 12-pan set of the Arteza watercolors, and that's because this set has all the colors I need. Good morning Northern Michigan and sunny Florida and all sorts of people here. Thank you guys. So I am going to get wet the sort of magenta color, the blue, which is kind of a phthalo blue-ish color and the yellow. Get those starting to soak there for a minute. Yay. All right. It's fun to see you guys. So these are watercolor bookmarks, and we're going to doodle on them. I doodled with paint up here to make kind of a little foresty tree set, and some of the sparkly stars. And then down here we're doodling the mandala. Boy, words are a little slow today. I'm sorry. So up here, this one, we are going to get, well, actually both of them, we're going to get the yellow on. Yellow on first. So I am getting my yellow nice and juicy and wet, not lots of pigment. And this one I'm going to go whoosh and just put, let's see, if I think I need to tip this just a little bit so my light isn't quite as glary on it. Sorry about that. Let's see. My arm goes in the way, and then you can see it really well. Letting that just blur out. Remember, I just wet the paper down. This one, I'm going to take my yellow line. Wow, that's not as wet. We're going to take the yellow, and I'm just going to put a little bit more water on here because I want it to bleed out a bit more. We're going to zoom in, and I will just have to move my card. Oh, thank you, Gina. Yes, everybody, if you can just keep Jan in your thoughts. A successful outcome to her eye surgery. I think that is a wonderful wish to put on there. Thank you. I am going to take some of the blue right next to that yellow. And look at that. It turns to this beautiful green color. And then I'm taking, see, I'm keeping my brush nice and wet. I should have put the blue down below, but I didn't also. And when you put this magenta type color here, it really does a lovely purple. And even though I've already put the blue next to the yellow and it made kind of that green, no biggie. Excellent. And now I'm going to go ahead and grab some more of that blue. We're going to go down here to the bottom one. And this one we're going to keep it in that diagonal. I want to get that yellow and blue really starting to mix there. Look at that whoosh of color. Oh, I need more blue. Keeping it pretty pigmented here, you know? More blue. Do it however it makes you happy. And see how we got all of these lovely colors going here. And they're just going to sit there, and I'm just going to let, that is step one. Get the paper wet and throw some color on it. Step two, we're going to intensify the color. We're going to deepen it. Because even though this is really, really deep here, when you dry it, it will get lighter. So, sorry, I am going to dry. Because otherwise I'm going to run my hand through the paint. Let's see here. Just run my brush around. If you have puddles, like right down here, I've got a pretty strong puddle. I'm just going to run the brush right along that edge and wipe it off. There we go. But you can see how the paint starts to lighten up here. I love this tie-dye look here. And part of it is you want to have that yellow on there, and you want to keep the yellow. You want to keep some of that yellow. Now, this really did creep in. Aw. Thank you, Darcy. That's lovely of you to say. Darcy thank you for the kind words about her artwork. She is amazing. She does awesome doodles and drawing. I love it. I've been seeing so many fun pieces of artwork on our Facebook group and on my Instagram feed. I love it. I love seeing your artwork. If you want to share your artwork with me, post it and just tag me at Deliberately Creative, the @ sign, and that will get us hiding the brush. Sometimes I hide the brush from myself. Do you guys do that? Do you hide the brush from yourself? So this is a step-by-step process. We're going to move over to the next panel, the second step, and I'm going to put some of that yellow right here in the center again. I want to intensify that yellow. And I'm not getting the whole thing wet again until as I put paint on it will get wet. But what this does is this gives us those lovely, lovely kind of glazing layers. Which gives you more of that outer space. And good morning, Debbie. There we go. Gives you more depth in your space. It can get a little bit dark, yes. If you are too... But remember, it is going to also lighten up a little bit as you're painting. They're not all going to be exactly the same. Hey there, Catherine. Yeah, you hide your brush from yourself every time. I think it may be genetic. What do you think? Maybe genetic. That is really pretty. I'm going to let that sit for a minute while I come down here and continue. I want to put a bit more of that yellow. Good morning, Debbie. Put more of that yellow because I'm going to pick up some of the blue. And yeah, I'm living dangerously. My water is on one side and my my paint palette is on the other. Oh, hey, I love my community. I love you guys being here, and I appreciate you. We're going to dry this one now. See? We've got that. You see how they're all different, though. We're going to dry this one down here at the bottom. There was quite a bit of paint here. I'm going ahead and letting this sort of blow into that yellow area. It's giving us more depth. So, if anybody wants to know Catherine, KM Crafts, she is my niece. So that's why I said it was genetic, because it probably is. I really appreciate you guys being here. Thank you. These are really pretty, aren't they? I really appreciate you being here. If you're new here, click that like button and click the subscribe button and the bell so you'll be notified when new videos go up. I have a lot of fun things going on. I did a process video and released it this weekend that showed step by step getting all the way to the end. And yeah, as I'm drawing this, I'm drawing really pretty well here. There we go. There we go. All right. So I want to go in and put my trees on this one now. It's dry enough to put the trees on. And I'm doing it with black. You could do this with black watercolor, black gouache, black acrylic. See? Doesn't take a lot. I'm getting my paint nice and wet. And this is a round number 12 Mimic brush. It's a synthetic squirrel type brush. It holds quite a bit of water. And it goes to a really nice point. And I am going to put trees on, and then I'm going to splatter. But I'm going to splatter this one over here. Whoops. Turn off the autofocus. There we go. So I'll splatter this one, and then we'll paint over the splatters. You can splatter before, but I kind of like the idea that it really, you get more chances to put more depth on. So I still have my brush. My brush is really, really wet. The black paint is like running off, or water is running off the back of it. So I'm just going to take a little water out, touching the belly of the brush onto the paper. That just sort of allows my paint to be a little thicker. I'm going to get the bottom here nice and dark. And then I'm going to say there is a tree right there. Nice and tall. And let's see, maybe we can go to the close-up on the tip of the brush there we go. And I see here, tip of the brush, and I'm just going back and forth, and I'm just dabbing back and forth. You can leave some trunk showing. This is sort of like those big lodgepole pine. I really like that tree. That tree turned out so well. That makes me really happy. So let's get another one here. See, I just just barely touch the tip of the brush, and then I'm going back and forth, and I'm leaving some trunk. Just like that. And it doesn't matter what's going on down here. It's just dark. Maybe another one. You want it to be a little bit tinier at the tip. You like that angle? Excellent. You know what? Tell your daughter who says that she didn't get any of the talent. Talent is mostly all talent is persistence. If there was something that you want to do, you get good at it, or you get better at it, right? The more you practice. None of us could tie our shoes the first time we tried tying our shoes. Nobody yelled at us because we couldn't tie our shoes. Nobody told us that we were going to be a failure in life and that we would never tie our shoes just because we had to practice. That's all art is. And the person who generally yells at us is ourselves. So I'm just going to say this one's a little one, and it's kind of going at an angle. Maybe going all the way to the edge. Yeah, see, all the way to the edge. Just go off on the tape. See? I am going to, it's persistence. Persistence and practice. What is it? Persistent practice makes progress. Persistence, practice, and muscle memory. Absolutely, George. Yes, that is the key to it all. Now I'm going to go ahead and splatter these, this one, the dry one here, and the dry one here. And I may go ahead and let the splatter hit these ones next to them too. Not that we're going to do those two. Those two are just going, well, we might, but I mean, I will eventually. Let's see. Oh, let's see. What time is it? We can do this. If you are here during the live show, in the chat, I am pasting, as soon as I go and grab it, in the chat, I am pasting the link for the giveaway. Yep. We're giving it away. So, here we go. And Nancy, the answer is yes. You can use any of those. You could use black acrylic, black gouache, or black watercolor. I just happened to use the black watercolor that was in my Arteza 12 pan. So we've done all of this with just 3 colors in black. That's pretty cool, huh? Server not found. Okay, that is so weird because remember we had that problem last time. Let me go and grab it. Thinking space. For some reason, the link isn't okay. Try that. Let's see. I'm going to try that. That works. All right. There you go. That site, the second link here is working. All right. I am going to get some white gouache. Ooh, I want to dry that tree there. You see, it's shiny when it's wet, but when it dries, it will be matte. It's a Monday. Absolutely, it's a Monday. So yeah, if you're here during the live, I do a live giveaway. And at the end, when we pull the tape off, and I will cut these with just a little trimmer. There we go. All right, so now we're going to splatter. And I'm trying to think if, yeah, I think I am. I'm going to leave it in this view right here. I will cover the last one over there. Oh, I need to cover, actually, let's see here. I need to cover that one and these. All I'm doing, here, let me go back to the top down for a second. All I'm doing is covering the sides here with a little bit of some paper. I'll bring it down, we'll splatter these up here, and then I'll move it up. Oh, the word for the day. Happy place. The word for the day is happy place. No, it's happy place. This is my happy place. And you guys being here is part of my happy place. So I just put some white gouache. This is the Arteza white gouache because that's what I've got. You can use acrylic paint. You could use white ink. You can, white watercolor doesn't work as well. It is my happy place. Happy or happy place. So you don't want a ton of water on your brush. So I'm tapping off some water and I'm going to get it in here. And I am going to go like this and test. Ooh, yep, I've got splatter. And now I've got paint on my thumb. I'm going to go back to that close-up view right here. Keep my splatters aiming towards the top. But see, I'm just dragging my thumb across those bristles. See? And yeah, little splatters getting on the trees. That's okay. This also works really well for snow. If you wanted this to be, yeah, the dreaded S word. Sorry, I said the word. I'm going to go ahead, and this one I want to make sure that I'm kind of following the angle a little bit. See how I haven't even reloaded my brush up. There we go. I'm just rinsing. I just dunked my brush and my thumb in the in the water bowl, in the water dish. When you're doing watercolor, the water stays clean or cleaner for a long time. As soon as you put gouache in it, boom, it gets really, really murky really fast. Really murky really fast. So there's the top down. There's our stars. We want to dry those stars off. I wonder if it would be better, I think I've completely flipped it, if I took a toothbrush for my painting. Ooh. That, you know, some people, I have seen some paintings that were done completely with splatters. Thank you so much for sharing the videos. You know, that really helps. My channel is heading towards that 100,000. I really am hoping to hit that by the, you know, I really would like to have that by the end of the year. Just, you know, it would be a lovely present. But YouTube has to start sharing my video with more people. And the way they share it is when you click that like button and when you subscribe, other people will then be suggested my videos. So it's a way to help me out. It doesn't cost anything. Good morning, Jody. Thank you guys so much. So I want to go in and on that one, well, on both of them. Well, I'm actually getting both of those top ones done right now. So I want my paint to be more opaque, so I'm not putting as much water. It's almost getting kind of pasty, but not quite. I do want it to flow a little bit off my brush. Let's see. So I'm just going to go in, and now you can see it from the top. By adding that extra layer of black, it can intensify that difference between the front and the back layers. I am looking forward. This is an awesome project to do with kids. It's an awesome project because they can make gifts to send to people. It's an awesome project for us to make gifts to send to people. I'm going to make that tree a little taller because we can. There we go. Pretty much I'm just covering up any of the little white dots that ended up on my trees down here. Yeah, they're awesome for little gifts. They're great for putting into cards. because it's a nice little gesture to say, hey, I was thinking about you. I hope that you're doing well. So there. You don't have to match it up either. It doesn't have to perfectly match the tree that you had done before. You just don't want stars on the fronts of your trees. Yeah, that would be awesome. Grandma Smith making cards with the grandkids to give as gifts. Making the make cards and then put the bookmarks inside the cards. Or you can also make the bookmarks and use them as the panel on the front of a tall, skinny card, and just use a removable picture corners. The corners that you would glue down the corners, and then you can slip your little bookmark into the corners. That is a really good gift. I think more people are actually reading right now because, we're staying around home. There. Ah, look at that. I do want to put some sparkle stars on. I forgot about that. Yeah, see? Sometimes you have to do something and then go, oh, forgot the sparkles. And we'll do the sparkle stars, and then we're going to come down here and do a mandala. So I want my little brush. So I have a little number 2. So here we go. If you are interested in winning, you don't have to be here to win, but if you are called out as the winner, I will email you to the email address that you leave on the entry form. When I email, for some reason, some email things, email applications will put my emails into junk mail or spam mail. So check your junk mail, spam mail, and it will be from Stephanie at Deliberately Creative. So I got my brush wet. I am getting some of that gouache that I had gotten all wet. This is just a piece of that Coroplast, and that's actually what I have my paper taped down to. I am going to put a dot. Actually, we're going to go into that close-up view again, I think. I like that really close-up view for some of these things. So, a dot right here. And then just barely touching with the lightest pressure. Make kind of a tapering line. See, I'm kind of working on a funny angle. No excuse, just letting you know why sometimes things don't go straight. You can work from the outside to the inside or the inside to the outside. And then I'm going to go and put that extra little the spider lines, the little web lines on the inside of a lens for a telescope. It will refract the light. There we go. So see, there's a little bit of gouache on here. It's what I used when I was splattering. Then make my little center a little stronger. And I'm going to make a little one right here. I need to have enough water on here for it to flow. There we go. little one right here. And gouache is just opaque watercolor. So you're still all in watercolor. On this one, it's not actually mixed media. It's still watercolor. I like getting that center a little bit brighter. So I'm just looking at the Miss Katie, thank you so much. Cookies out of the oven. My pumpkin witches hats and black cats. Ooh. I told her to do a pumpkin for me. I'm going to go ahead and put another, I'm going to keep this one a little bit littler. A little bit littler. Your line tends to taper better if you start at the center and go out. At least it does for me. But I will be I'm trying to not turn this around too much. So I'm moving my hand in ways that I wouldn't normally. Ah, that's pretty. And I think that one might just be getting, whoop. All right. Keep a lookout for those, I don't know, there. You can see it, that water drop right there. You don't want those water drops to hit your paper. Let's see. I think maybe I'll just make a few brighter stars. Maybe just cross up a littler one right up there. So there we go. Yeah, I love using gouache. It is my happy place. And that is the word of the day, happy place. Using gouache, using the watercolor. This is a happy place thing for me. I am going to start working on that mandala right here. What I'm going to be doing, guys, so if you enter, here's the link for entering. And the word of the day is happy place. Oh, cool, Lorianne. You got some gouache just the other day to start playing with. That's excellent. So I'm going to just go in and let's look at it from the top first, and then so this is, now we're focusing on this one now. Oh yeah, if you're new here, click that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you'll be notified when new videos go up. I try to do a live I'm doing a live show most every Monday. Next Monday is not going to be live. It's going to be a dropped video. It's going to be some outer space quickies. They're going to be so pretty. And I'm going to be doing a late camping trip. I'm so excited. So I like having my mandala be off center of the up and down. So let's see here. We have, if there are people who are let's see here. I just have to do something there. There we go. If we have people who are interested in hanging out with us and sharing more, we have the Facebook group. I also have a Facebook page at Deliberately Creative. Just tag me. I'm going to start off this mandala, and I am going to go off center up here. I need to start my pen. Nice full room. Yeah, hey guys, make sure that you're clicking that like button, please. We've got 85 people. This is the best room we've had so far. Yay! All right, so I'm going to get this going so that you guys are having fun. So here's my circle for the very center of my mandala. I would say my mandala is up here. So I am going to go ahead and I'm saying it's going like that, and I'm sketching. Yeah, I only see just a couple likes on there too. You know, that's interesting. That's interesting. I am going to put in the center here. You see how I sort of thickened up that line? That's okay. That works. I'm going to make little lines going in. Now this is doodling. This is like prime doodling time, guys. This is your relaxation. This is your meditation. The word of the day is happy place. Yeah, word of the day is happy place. And if you want to win, we've got our link right there in the chat. This pen here is the Signo Uniball UM153. It is a pigment ink white pen, and it is my favorite doodling white pen. So thank you very much for asking. And so now I'm going to go, I'm working my way out, and I see that my line kind of went really wonky right here. There's going to be some fixing going on. I'll be able to make that work. Now, one of the things with this pen is that you do need to kind of start it off on another piece of paper, and then you don't press hard when you're drawing. If you press hard, you'll get streaks in your pen. But if you press softly, you get a more consistent ink flow. So this is the happy place. Thank you. All right. So mandala, I am going to, let's see. I'm going to do some petals. Now, true mandalas, there's like some specific rules about them. This is a mandala-like project. It's working a series of patterns in concentric circles going out, and it gets bigger and bigger, and every time you add another ring or layer to it, you're increasing the size of your universe. I think that's... Oh, you can hear the music in the background? Is it too loud? I can turn it down a little bit. It's just soft piano, so... and it's YouTube... it's actually music from the YouTube... catalog of music, so it's copyright-free music, so we don't have to worry about that. All right, so we're getting some petals in here, and generally speaking, once you've finished a round, you don't come back in a real mandala because you can't go backwards in your universe. But my universe says I can go back to previous rows and fill things in and do things to them if I want to. I'm going to make look at that. kind of an upside down petal, isn't it? And then I'm going to go and do these little stripes going sideways and take it all the way down. Isn't that pretty? I love having these being done on top of a watercolor background. I think that it makes such a nice place. Oh, now you can't hear it at all. Okay. I'll turn it back up. Just a little bit. Let me know. Excellent. Yeah, I like having the relaxing music on in the background there. Because of the way I have it set up, I'm not actually getting to listen to it. It's playing in the background. So there we go. Just making those little lines, filling in that space. It's a lot of fun to do this type of artwork and to just let it flow out and figure out what you're going to do next. I think I am actually going to put a little swoop coming down. And back up to that line. See, make the details what you want them to be, and build your little universe. Yeah, the effect of working your doodles over the top of a watercolor is just magical. And I can see there's going to be some more doodling like that. Let's see. I think these little swoops are going to get colored in completely. This pigment ink is really cool because you can actually use it over the top of colored pencil. How I found it was when I was doing my doodle gems, which I've got like 100 doodle gem videos here on the channel where we do the doodling and then make a gem, like a stone with colored pencil, and then I used these pens. And I don't have a true plan. I'm letting this just sort of work it out. The bigger your space is, the more washy it can get. And if you wanted to, you could go in and do this with gouache. So you could have a more consistent and smooth surface. All right, George, thank you so much for being here. All right. Thank you, guys. Wow. Yeah, go ahead and click that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video with your friends. I am going to make, let's see, I think I want, I'm going to do, let's see. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to put a little line going up every other one. And then put a dot. And I'm going to make some petals. Oh, let's go to that side view. Let's go to that other view. Then my hand won't be in your way. There we go. Let's See? Make a dot, and it might end up running into the other side. Oh, that's pretty. Let's see. So I would say that there's this one, dot, and then there would be the petal. Oh, I didn't put my dot. There it is. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for being here, for sharing. Wow. Definitely looks like the sharing is helping. This is truly a lovely, lovely place to be, and it is a place where creativity is the king and the queen and the jack and the joker. Creativity is all things here. So you see how I have that line that's kind of running through the background there? I'm going to go ahead and just run a line around in the background behind my flowers, and that just makes that other line that was out of place feel like it was meant to be there. Sort of like the little rings of Saturn or something, huh? All right. Oh, thank you guys for working on it also. If you want to share it with me, at Deliberately Creative is where you can share on all your social media. So if you are on Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, at Deliberately Creative will find me. There we go. All right. Let's see. We're going to do, I think. Now you do want to make sure that you don't set your hand in your ink to start right after you've drawn with it. Now this back here is all dry. So I'm not worried about putting my hands in it there. Oh, I didn't notice how that made it in that ended up being hearts. See? Things happen when you're not paying attention. All right. So let's see here. I think, actually, I kind of like that line going through and having those petals sort of ending up overlapping that line. So I want to have a new border, and I'm going to make it just a little double line going along, and then putting the little tiny, like railroad tracks. And the neat thing here is that these don't have to be perfect. They don't have to be completely, that's part of the process of the mandala, is that it's not perfect. Here we go. Go ahead and come back to the top down. See how this is? Right there. These are not perfectly spaced. You can be very, very precise. You can use a compass. You can use rulers. I'm much more organic with the layout. You know? So if you want to possibly win, and this is open to anybody in the world, if you have a mailing address, I will mail two of these. We have our stars and night sky, and then we have our aurora and mandala. And so I will give one of each of these to a lucky winner. And yeah, excellent. And the word of the day is happy place, because this is my happy place today. I am going to, let's see here. Sometimes you have to take your pen and go off the side and start your pen up again. I want to make this a little bit more solid of a line. So I'm just going to color it in. I made really close double line, and then I'm just filling in that space. And as you're looking at it, if you go, oh, well, is there parts of that up there? Maybe there is. And I think there's going to be some little circles along that outside edge. One last little opportunity for some pattern, and I think this time it's going to be little heart type petals. Put as many in as makes sense to you. They can be overlapping. This is our world and our universe. There we go. I like this. Is that pretty? Do you like that? Just thinking this might be cool with the mandala in black. Well, a black mandala would be really cool. I will probably be doing some black ink on these the watercolor type backgrounds, but for now, I am going to zoom out. We're going to get that tape pulled off. You have until the tape is pulled off to get your entry in for the giveaway. The word is happy place. So get your entry in on the Google form. I am going to go ahead and take the tape off, and these guys I'll just be careful, and I'm just going to put just draw on these guys. I might splatter them still, but you know, come on. I have tape that was holding this down to the card, and then tape that's in the spaces between. We are going to have to heat up the tape on here though, because oh, those are so pretty. I'm just going to heat up the tape so I can break this loose. If you want to enter, it's open worldwide. It's free. I'd like it if you're a subscriber, but you don't even have to be a subscriber to win. I'm just heating up the tape to break it loose. It's like, come on, tape, break loose. Okay, so let's see here. I'm gonna go like this. Pull your tape away at an angle, a nice sharp angle. Let's see. I don't know if that, well, it might. The close-up camera, so that you can see the tape, is being pulled away at a sharp angle. And if you don't like the your universe escaping under the tape, like this right here, If you don't like that, you can take white acrylic paint or white gouache and just paint right over it. Let's see. And we'll come over to this side. See, my tape is, where's the, it can peel up your paper if your tape has been on for a long time. So this one's in the middle. You can tell that I was really getting my paper wet. I have some covers coming for my bookmarks. Yeah, I think that this one definitely needs the cleanup on aisle 12. And then, so yeah, there was a lot of tape on this. And now I'm going to get my cutter and cut them apart. So let's just bring this back to the big screen. That's cool. Oops, still have some tape. That is cool. All right, so now trimmer. This is just one of those sliding cutter trimmer thingies. And I am going to go ahead and guesstimate. That worked. And that's the way I do things, guys. I kind of guesstimate on stuff. Yes, please make sure. Oh, the covers. I'm sorry, the covers. They're just plastic sleeves that are bookmark sleeves. I got like 100 of them for $20. They're photo booth picture sleeves. And I think they are going to work really well. They're going to be here today, so I'll be able to get these out in the mail. Don't go there. Go there. There. 2 inches. It's a little off center. You know what? It's okay. Because I can do this on the on my desk. My big cutter, my big guillotine cutter, is on the other side. You know. Don't know why I was worried about trimming those little guys. They're not even finished. These are the finished ones. So there we go. So yeah, there we go. So let's see here. I might trim that down just a little bit. And again, why am I worried about this set right here? But yeah, the photo covers are the covers for the photo booth type pictures. You know, the photo strips. Weddings do those a lot. Birthday parties, people do them. There we go. Now let's get one of them that's really there. If you are entering the giveaway, please make sure and get your entry in. It's only available during the live stream. So you don't have to be present to win, but you do have to be present to get the link. Look at that. I actually like the drips coming down on that one. So there's that one. This one needs to be trimmed a little more. I'm not going to trim all of them, guys. I want to get the ones that are finished, but... let's see here. That was not straight. See, and this is where my... I really don't have OCD. I'm not an obsessive compulsive type person. And, you know, straight enough is good enough. But if it's really crooked, it bothers me. And I figure if it bothers me, it will probably bother other people. I'll trim them out better. All right. Oh my gosh, guys, we're at 99. Are we going to get to 100? That is spectacular. So, thank you guys so much. I feel so honored and grateful that you have chosen to spend some time with me. Thank you. This is a fun project. It was step by step shown how to do the whole thing for both kinds of bookmarks. And I have the video, the process video that was released. That's a speed video that actually shows you all of the steps also. I need to slow down so I don't. There we go. Now I'm getting all these little teeny tiny pieces of paper all over the place. There we go. Okay, get that out of here. Get that out of the way. All right. So we've got these two and those two. And I actually got that one done. Let's zoom in. Take me off the screen because you really don't need me here. And then these are the three that haven't been finished yet. Oh, thank you guys. All right. Well, you know what? We hit 100. We hit 102 for a second there. Awesome. Guess what? Because we hit 102, I am going to give away 2 sets. So we're going to go and do this. Look at that. We've got these 2 sets. We're going to give away 2 sets of bookmarks. This is your last chance to enter for a bookmark set. There are 2 sets being given away, and the word of the day is happy place. So make sure that you get your entry in. And then my patrons, I am going to finish these, and these are going to be going into my patron box for the month of November. So if you are interested in supporting my channel on Patreon, I do monthly giveaways where I give away art to my patrons. Right now, I am working towards my first 50 patrons. And when we have 50 patrons, we're going to have a party. And it's going to be a patron party live video on a unlisted stream, so only the patrons will have the link, and it will be a lot of fun. But oh, look at these. Even without the splatters and the doodles, wouldn't this be really pretty to put just a word going across for bookmarks? I'm not a letterer, so that's not something that I can do very well yet. I want to try to learn it. And that's all part of being creative and doing creative things, is learning how to do stuff. That is my happy place, is the learning how. So what I'm going to do is we're going to leave this up. I'm just going to go to my responses. Wow. Okay. Guys, we had a let's see there. All right, I am done accepting responses. So I'm going to go in and do my thing. This is, oh, I love these. Look at that. Can go any direction. I like that. And there are picture frames that you can get that you can put bookmarks into. They're like bookmark display frames. People collect bookmarks. Oh, that's right. I didn't sign it, did I? Let's get... I'm going to sign it. There we go. All right. So now I'm going to go in and get my form. Get that form up. Create the form. Make that. Let's see here. Come on. There we go. So we have 2 through 24. I am going to bring up the random generator, random.org. Allow. All right, so we're going to go to that screen, browser screen. So I'm going to put in, I'm going to leave it 1, and I'm going to put 25. So between 1 and 25, if 1 or 25 gets selected, I will just roll again, generate. Number 2. Oh my goodness. Now we're going to find out who number 2 is. Number 2 is Joanne. Joanne Polson. Whoops. I do that, don't I? You guys got to see the background. So Joanne Polson. And it doesn't matter if you have won before, if you have one and you want to decline, that's okay too. I'll just draw again, but if you won, Joanne, you won. So you are the winner of a 1 set. I will go and draw for a second set. Just wanted to come back and say, woohoo, we got one of them. Now we're going to go draw for a second set. So let's go to the random dot generator. And I'm just going to generate again. Generate, generate. Number 20. Number 20. Let's go find out who 20 is. Samantha Males. Congratulations, Samantha. All right. This time I'm going to do it right. And I'm going to, no, I'm not. Too many things, hitting too many buttons. Joanne and Samantha Mails. So I am going to email you. Make sure and check your spam and your junk mail folder, guys. I'm so excited. Yay! We are going to be doing another, sorry about that. We're going to do another live stream on Thursday. Be on the lookout. I'm going to be dropping some videos, doing some process videos, and doing some quick little tastes of what we do in our live streams. So I am really super excited. Thank you guys so much for joining. Please click that like button. I'd love to see that like button, those likes get over 50 before we leave. That would be amazing. We made it over 100 today. Thank you so much for being here. If you're new, click that subscribe button and the notification bell so you'll be notified when new videos go up. I also post on my stories on YouTube and on my community tab. On the community tab, I'll post little behind the scenes pictures. And Patreon, you guys rock. You guys are my steadfast supporters, and I so appreciate you being here, being a part of our group. Remember, I'm going to be putting two sets of these bookmarks into my November group. So if you sign up now, you will be a paid member in November. Paid members get in the drawing. And because I am so thankful in November, because it will be my 5th year anniversary on YouTube, I will be giving away probably 5 different things in my Patreon giveaway. So you might want to do that. All the links are down below in the more information box for all the materials and all the links on ways to support my channel. Remember to go out and do something creative. Take care of yourself so you can take care of those around you. Look at these. And I want to see you back here again really soon. Bye.